Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round 4 of Kharak Cup number 6. This is a game between Descara and I for the qualifier, last round of the qualifier here. Normally, there's some context here, like one player is going to advance here and one player isn't or something like that, but in this case, Descara and I are both undefeated to this point. So, you know, we do want to rise to the occasion and claim the title as undefeated master of the elimination section, but doesn't really matter in the end. One of us is going to have to lose that title, of course, but both of us will advance anyway. And we will be seeds number 1 and 2 for the elimination section, so should we meet again, it will be in the finals. Now you'll notice I'm doing something different already here. I've salvaged my base runner. I have not gotten Sandskimmer Fabrication yet, so what does that mean? Ooh, it's time. It's time, my friends. Quick drop was successful there, quite happy to say. And I'm going to queue up a production cruiser. So I'm going for some kind of redonkulous aggression right here. In this case, I picked railgun aggression, and I don't actually really know how to do it. And so I'm like, do I make another production cruiser first so I go eco for... I don't know. I've actually never really done this before. I know, I'm the caster for the game. I'm one of the best players, but I don't actually know how to do a railgun rush. But, you know, whatever. Cut me some slack. All I know is this is as fast as you can make another production cruiser, so that's what I'm doing. It is going to be a 2 PC rush. I'm hoping to make it a rail rush, but we'll see. Meanwhile, Descara here going for LAB fabrication pretty early. That's good for him. He's going to have something to counter this with. That's actually not rather early, is it? No, he went support cruiser first. Alright, that's good for me. Sorry, I'm so inaccurate. Now he's going to see the probe out right here. And if I were Descara, knowing who Bozocow is, I would say, alright, so he's rushing me, right? I mean, clearly his base runner was retired here, and he doesn't go eco, so... He hasn't seen my other production cruiser just yet, though. But his probe does stay alive, and that's really big, because that's going to allow him to see what kind of unit I'm going for as well. No doubt he knows that there's 2 production cruisers out here. I don't think he's really going to be caught off guard by that at all. Really, what he wants to know is, what kind of unit is he making? Gonna run over here with the probe now. He may take a shot. No, he's not gonna take any hits there. So I'm making some sand skimmers to start out with here, of course. Don't have railgun fabrication yet. No reason to not make anything. He sees another red blip right here. He knows pretty much how close I am, so that's good for him. Gonna run out with these 4 sand skimmers here, and I'll find a nice little pickup. I'm saving up resources here so that I can get 2 assault railguns right off the bat. And talking with Descara about this after the game, he said that assault railguns are not a good choice because they're easily counterable by railguns of Descara's own. And actually, you know, thinking about this, that actually made quite a bit of sense. The turret here I'm going to see, it will actually kill a sand skimmer despite my best efforts. That's pretty annoying. There's a turret there, you know, like I'm not going to be able to push in just yet. Descara has time to get railgun fabrication, and he's going to be able to make railguns of his own, which are going to counter these assault rails. My thought was, okay, well, I'll make another pair of assault railguns, and once I have 4 of them, I should be able to take down this turret here, but that's so much time. And when you're doing a rush like this, you know, time is really important to you. So it's not looking good, basically. Also, do you notice how this light is literally like floating here? Anyway, it's not looking particularly good for me. Gonna run out here and besiege this turret down. I'm gonna lose 1 sand skimmer for it looks like. Maybe 2. Yep, I'm gonna lose two sand skimmers for that. But the railguns are already out for Descara. I'm gonna start hammering away at these assault railguns here. And as you can see, I mean, they do damage. It's a good thing that these units re-heal. I feel like the assault railgun as a unit would really fail if it was a coalition unit because of the lack of re-healing. I do have some heavy railguns out, but he's already got 3 here. He should take the win in that case if it comes to a railgun fight. He can even use the support cruiser for healing. So I'm taking a kind of a siege position right here. But his carrier is able to push me out because I only have, you know, like 1 heavy railgun here. Make that 2, but that's not enough to attack, you know, like a carrier position. So I'm going to start making some sand skimmers as well. I do definitely know that if this attack fails, I lose the game, so I'm not gonna I'm not going to back away here, and I feel like I'm not going to win a railgun war, so I think, well, the only other thing I can try to do that is make sand skimmers and use those to take out his railguns. Kind of a desperate ask, though. You know, that's my thought anyway. The railgun even missed. You fool. So I'm going to push in here with these units. But then I'm going to be like, no, I can't take this fight. I really just have to leave. But at this point, I basically was resigned to the fact that this is a lost game. There's not really any way that I can win this one at this point. Not against a player like Descara. I think he's good enough that he's not going to fall for any like silly tricks that I could try to pull to win. The thing is glitching so much, you see that. But anyway, he's not going to fall for any kind of silly tricks that I could pull on him. I am going to get refinery mode, so I can get up onto 3 bases pretty quickly here, but I think Descara, honestly, is going to be up to 3 faster. And you know what, like, he's been on 2 for so much longer that his resource count is a lot higher than mine at the moment anyway, or not like the resources in the bank, but how much he's harvested. There's actually no way to see that. I kind of would like that as a feature. Or maybe to see, like, the income of a player, but, you know. Point is, it's going well for him. He's definitely going to be having a good game here. Actually, he's still not making a support cruiser. Maybe he's expecting that I'm going to come back. You know, like move back in with my units and fight him here. He's getting fighter and gunship fabrication. Oh, it's rude. It's rude. It's good though. It's good to be rude. In RTS anyway, not in real life. You can try dropping a turret here, but that's obviously not going to work really. He does fly out a probe, which is nice, obviously. I love that noise of the base runner getting shot at by strike craft. Yeah, if I were these sand skimmers, let me tell you, I would be going for the tire here. Oh, and they really should have, because he's gonna what? Oh my gosh. Why does that always happen to me? That always happens to me, guys. Oh, I'm actually angry about this, despite the fact that I'm looking at a replay. That shouldn't happen. Oh, I have the worst. Is it timing? Is it luck? I think it's timing. I think it is something that you kind of like consciously have to decide, but I have the worst one at, you know, deciding like when I need to start chasing in order to catch something like that. Oh boy. Anyway, I gotta say, in-game, I actually was feeling okay about this right here because I was on 3 bases already, and my opponent was not, but looking at it in the replay, I can tell there's really no way that I'm gonna win this still. It may look like, oh, well, you know, I have the base advantage, but it doesn't even matter, because this army is so big already, that by the time I could, you know, take advantage of the fact that I'm gonna have more money and produce a larger army, he'll already be on 3 bases. He'll be faster than me anyway, so... And I imagine he's going to get some good damage out with these strike craft here. I do have missile ships already, and they're on the way. They're being produced somewhere. Looks like right there. Are there more? I can't really tell. No, there's not. I know that I have field control for the moment. For the short moment that I do, I'm going to see if I can get an extraction out with another base runner here. So I produced one right there, as you can see. Railgun armor coming out right now. It's always important to get that. And Descara, as he typically does, is going for 5 strike fighters before he's going to reveal them. So here come the first 3 launching there as there's a 5th being produced. And now he's going for support cruisers. It says 2 there. Is he actually making 2 at a time? Because I can never tell. Probe going to get sniped by the missile ship, and he knows that there is one there. So he's not going to attack on that side, but this should still be vulnerable, right? There actually is a missile ship right here. I felt good about this. I was covered for his air transition. By the way, you'll notice that Descara almost always goes for 5 missile ships before showing them. I'm wondering if that's like the number that it takes to kill a production cruiser or something like that. One missile gonna hit home. Smashes into this strike fighter right here. So Descara is gonna know, okay, missile ship coverage is there. I can't fight in here with the strike fighters very clearly, but maybe I can find some stragglers who are ready to be sniped. My sand skimmer's gonna run out here, find he's not on 3 bases, and at this point I think, yes, he's not even on 3 bases yet. In reality, he's about to be. I didn't see that his carrier was right here. Or did I? Maybe I do see this, actually. No, I never saw the carrier. So yeah, in reality he is on 3 bases, and not only that, but he's been on 2 bases for so much longer than me that he does have quite a lot more units on the field. So if you look at the railgun count here, he's got, what is that, 7? I've got 4. I do have the upgrade lead, but he's going to take that away pretty quickly. Sandskimmer gets sniped by these strike fighters, I suppose because they couldn't find any other places to attack. He may dock them, but I don't think he wants to. I gotta say, I am still behind, but I've gotten significantly further ahead than I was before just by virtue of the fact that these strike fighters were made but have not found any value right now except for killing a single Sandskimmer. I did feel rather vulnerable about these railguns here, so I need to move the Sandskimmers to respawn, but LAV's not going to chase. If they did, maybe I could get a money shot as they were crossing over this spot right here, but it's hard to say. At any rate, though, it would buy me some time and my Sandskimmers would be able to get in position. I don't have rating, though, mind you, so I'm not very maneuverable on the field here. Armor 2 is finished for me. Armor 1's still for Descara, but he does have the boost. He's getting Armor 3 on the railguns before I do, actually. That's definitely got to be a priority of mine. Am I going to get it? I really should. Right now it's 7 on 7. 7 on 7 sounds good to me. And actually I kind of baited his strike fighters into fighting this missile ship here because I made it look like it was alone. I mean it was, but I made it look like it was a single unit of some kind, like a railgun or something that he could pick off, but actually it's a missile ship. But this is quite bad for me. The LAVs have found a spot where there is no Sandskimmer coverage, and so they're going to pick off one heavy railgun. They take quite a few losses, but that's still worth it, I think. Especially since this game is gearing up to be a rail-on-rail war. If you have the numbers, you win, basically. And I still don't have Armor 3. He does. So that's quite bad of me, actually. I wanted to get this extraction, but it is going to be denied here, and may even get picked off by the strike fighters. Doesn't look like it. He saw the missile ship there, he doesn't want to commit it again, even though I think he could probably kill it if he wanted to. Just, docking... No, he doesn't even need to dock, though, so just run in, do a shot, and then dock the one that gets hit, and then run in, do a shot, dock the one that gets hit. He could probably take it out, but it's a lot of micro. I mean, honestly, he might just not want to do it. I'm going to try to stop that artifact extraction, but there's AAVs there, I don't think I'll be able to. Now I'm going to move in here with my railguns, but not all of them, as you can see. So there is quite a much bigger number here for Descara than there is for me, and I really thought at this point in the game that I needed to push for some reason. That was not the case. There's really nothing to push forward, you know? And he's probably going to dock his strike fighters now. They've all taken quite a bit of damage. But yeah, there's nothing to push for here, and I don't have the numbers. So this actually was quite a mistake to try to take this fight here. And I've still got a number of heavy railguns, but he's got a couple more, let's say. He does extract, like I was expecting. He's doing eco damage with these AAVs. He's got the vast railgun majority right here. Really nice barrage there, actually, man, just to do quite a lot of damage, but probably not going to matter too much. Can I extract, though? That's really all I need, right? Space Runner not moving should probably just make a mad dash here. 100-yard dash to the extraction zone. But yeah, you can see, like, my heavy railguns are all getting killed here. This is really a meat grinder at this point. I do actually miraculously manage to get this artifact here, but there's quite a number of railguns here. Anything that I send in is going to get killed, and my carrier now definitely feeling a bit out of position, to say the least. Probably needs to power up the engines and move out as fast as it can. I really think my carrier should not have been here on the front line because it doesn't have any power. That was kind of a bluff, saying like, hey look, a carrier, right? You can't push in here, even though he really can, but... I mean, look how much value I really got out of that, right? Meanwhile, this missile ship, you're finally getting to shoot at all these strike fighters, and he's going to be very happy about that. As he's going to kill pretty much all of them, actually. Look at that. But then he dies. LAVs get a pretty nice run by, and actually there's a really nice backstab going on here for me. But it shouldn't matter, really. Carrier's at 40% health. Railguns are pushing in here. I'm not going to be able to escape because I don't have any power reserves. And Descara does. So his carrier even going to be able to contribute to this fight, and it is faster than mine. Now that I got 4 built up, or 5 that is, I'm gonna try to take this fight here, but still not gonna work for me. Does buy my carrier a little bit more time, but that's not gonna really do much. Still though, look at the damage, right? I've actually killed 2 support cruisers here, can you believe it? And the last one was killed by a missile ship barrage. No, it wasn't. That's a lie. Because here's the barrage right now. Yeah, this backstab actually was amazingly effective, but it doesn't really matter. And that may be the reason why it was, because Descara doesn't really care anymore. You know, my carrier may have actually kind of gotten out of the way of those railguns now. How fast are they? No, they're faster, so I'm kind of surprised they're not in range anymore, but... But yeah, this should look pretty much over to you. Cleans up the backstab as well. Looks like I've GG'd out of the game rather than letting my carrier be destroyed. I've got no interest in that. It's always very abrupt when someone GG's out of the game and you're getting the replay from their perspective. It's just like, over! And you're like, whoa! But yeah, that is going to be game. Descara will win quite handily. Really, the game was over when my attack didn't work right here, but you can see I played it out to the, the 16-minute mark. Or 15:57 to be exact. So sorry for wasting your time there, but I figured why not try it. It's for the title of undefeated in the qualifier. I really wanted that, so. Good game to Descara, though. Excellent job holding off the early attack there. And we will move on to the next match from this round. See that? I'm getting it every time now. I'm so good at this, guys.